Laws to Protect Our Sites of Commemoration. State Member Update by NICOLE WERNER MP. Our community will remember that in 2017, our Warrandyte RSL War Memorial was appallingly vandalised on the eve of Anzac Day. For people across our community, it was shocking and deeply upsetting. This was not random graffiti on a wall or a fence. It was an attack on a place of remembrance, reflection and respect. Our War Memorial stands in honour of those who served our nation, including local men and women whose sacrifice is part of Warrandyte's story. To see it defaced in this way was offensive to veterans, their families, RSL members and the broader community. Sadly, that incident was not the last example of this kind of disgraceful behaviour. Across Victoria, vandalism of war memorials and other important religious, cultural and historic sites has become increasingly brazen. Places that should be treated with dignity are too often being targeted by cowards who think they can act without consequence. That is why the Victorian Liberals have announced that we will introduce a new criminal offence for the destruction and damage of war memorials and other protected sites. This will send a very clear message. If you target places that are sacred to our community, there will be serious consequences. Under our plan, offenders could face up to 10 years in jail. They will also be held responsible for the full cost of repair and restoration. That matters because taxpayers and local communities should not have to foot the bill for acts of deliberate vandalism. These laws will be the toughest in the country when it comes to protecting war memorials and other protected sites. They are designed to recognise the seriousness of these attacks and ensure that the punishment properly reflects the damage done, not only to the physical site, but to the community that values it. This commitment also sits alongside the Victorian Liberals' broader plan to restore law and order in Victoria, including hiring an additional 3,000 police officers and reopening more than 40 police stations that have closed or had their hours reduced under Labor. If laws are going to mean something, they must be backed by proper policing and real enforcement. What happened at the Warrandyte RSL Memorial in 2017 should never have happened. It was a reminder that even in our own community, sites of enormous significance are vulnerable when respect for history and service is allowed to erode. War memorials are not just monuments. They are sacred places of memory. They honour those who served and those who never came home. They are where communities gather on Anzac Day and Remembrance Day to pay tribute, teach the next generation about sacrifice, and reflect on the freedoms we enjoy today. They deserve protection. The Victorian Liberals believe Victorians have had enough of seeing these acts dismissed or ignored. Our plan will hold offenders to account and help ensure that memorials like ours in Warrandyte are treated with the respect they deserve. Because protecting these sites means protecting our history, honouring those who served, and standing up for the values that bind our community together. NICOLE WERNER is the member for Warrandyte in the Victorian Legislative Assembly. This story was read by Rebecca Rose.